So where do we go from here with all of everything that is expected to happen for this format? Make sure you guys smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more content. Continue on with the sarcastic spree of videos this week. And you know, oh my god, Vice's Starfrost shit all over the place and now it's gone up in price. I can't believe this. Okay, so what's going on? Well, everybody is kind of looking at the competitive player base right now. You know, you got a couple representatives out here that have been, you know, hyping things up, Metagame being one of those prime examples out here. And that's why Metagame cards have gone up in price, because it got its second wave of support. Combo players are literally drooling all over the place. I'm not going to drool for you as a visual representation, but just imagine a fat man ready to eat his first meal and he hasn't eaten in like 2 hours. All right, you can imagine that. So why is all of this hype? Why is all of this, you know, unfolding? Well, once again, player base looking at exciting things. Players want a combo. I swear, when I look at this player base, if certain players can't combo within, you know, 2 seconds, they just have a literal like mental breakdown. I don't know what it is with the wheel or their hamster going on in their head here. But if Yu-Gi-Oh players can't combo, they literally have the worst day of their life. But it's a story for the other day. So, point is, Metagame has got a lot of hype going for it. I shouldn't need to tell you that. Once again, people are... I don't know what it is about Metagame either. I don't know if it's just like, hey, you know, we can play through Dark Rule no more because we have a counter trap card that we can search. But I made the example yesterday where you could play Sphere Mode to break the board. And I literally got called an idiot because they're like, Sphere Mode is so not a normal card right now. Well, of course, right now, you know, set hasn't even technically dropped yet, and if I'm seeing your end board ending where I can Sphere Mode you / Lava Golem you / you know, turn off half of your field, maybe this is gonna be an innovation in the format. Maybe, who knows? But trust me when I say this, if you're making these boards and you're, you know, not prepared for the Sphere Mode, am I the bad guy for being ahead of the meta, or are you bad just for not preparing for it? I don't know, but somebody's like, no, Robbie, Sphere Mode, so if you get Sphere Moded, well, you're just a bad player. I'm like, I mean, you couldn't out the Sphere Mode anyway? I mean, like, you're ending on, what, like Baron, Borderlord Savage, Baron, Apo, Counter Trap plus whatever else. I think that was the end board, so if I, like, Sphere Mode away, like, you know, a majority of this field, but expectations, whoo. So yeah, Metagame hype, blah blah blah, counter fix, easy to handle. There is also the there's the whole giant thing right now with Infernoble players. I don't know if this is true canon to history, but I feel like anybody that plays Infernoble just literally pulls out a sword and runs around with it. It's like people running around with scissors. You don't do that, all right? Like, logically, running around with a pair of scissors, you know you could just fall and hurt yourself. These are people with Infernoble combo decks running around with a giant stack of cards in their hand going, wee, look at me, look at me! And I'm just like... I get that you can end on, like, a really cool board. It's really cool, but, like, Infernoble compared to, like, a Metagame M board, I feel like Metagame is better than Infernoble, but you're gonna have people that are gonna swear by whatever deck that they're going to do, and that's fine. I'm not gonna take that away from the Infernoble players, but if you are looking for, like, combo high ceiling potential versus the Metagame side of things, one of these things is not like the other, I feel like. You do get to play some shiny equip bricks in your deck, though, and that's fine, I guess. At least you can equip a Durandal onto your opponent's monster and trigger the search. Right. I want to talk about Altergeist here for this video, too, because Geist... I also read a comment the other day talking about how Altergeist is just about to be the best deck in the room. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here to every single Altergeist player here. Maybe you are aware of this. But when Altergeist plays against other control decks, and especially one of the better control decks in the room, it's Labyrinth. If you're looking at Labyrinth versus Altergeist, a deck that can pull Eradicator out of nowhere and set it onto the field and be able to use that call trap. Hey, you know what, Altergeist? I guarantee Altergeist packing in at least 15 plus traps. I wanted to say 20 plus, but I know somebody's going to be like, well, I'm playing like 15 in my deck. I needed room for some other cards. And it's like, you're playing a large amount of stuff here. And I think with the amount of variance with Altergeist kind of not having a huge representation to pull here versus, another control deck running around in the room, those sorts of matchups start to get very, very weird very, very quickly because the players aren't aware of how to play that, or, they're just pre-programmed to know how to play against combo all day long. It is an entirely different field. I will tell you straight up. I've played against more people recently that have had zero experience, zero, nada, nothing in terms of experience for the control mirrors. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are just like, I don't know what's going on here. It's an entirely different ballgame. You are counting those advantage trees. You are counting on the plus ones. You are managing resources like a crazy falcon out here. Crazy falcon? Well, what's crazy falcon? You're being the best duelist that you can be. It's an entirely different ballgame. And I just gotta say it. I understand that people want guys to be good, but you're gonna get gatekeeped by the other control deck. The big angry mommy, the big old angry MILF over there in the corner is going to probably bully you, and you're not gonna have a good time. And I know, well, Robbie, I go to my locals and I beat my one Labyrinth player. Yeah, variance. Variance happens all the time. You're the one shiny example. You're the one diamond in the rough. Congratulations. Happens all the time. I really hope you got to see the eye roll there, because that's really what I'm seeing here. But generalized expectations out of this set, there's some really cool stuff. All right, like I am not here to discount that, but I want to be the guy that goes, hey, we got to keep our expectations very real here. All right. If we expect, to play through Shifter every single game with, decks that rely on graveyards, it's not going to happen. Trust me. Shifter's, it's got the variance meter going. It's doing its thing. If you're expecting to roll Kashtira or roll into Kashtira and win every single game with all of these decks, I hope you are winning every single dice roll in the entire world, and you know how to board break, or you just have the best teched out. You are from 2030. You've read the entire metagame. You're on the top of the amazing Yu-Gi-Oh ladder here, and you know everything that you need to know. But from where I'm sitting here, with how the old centralized meta has gone, I don't see a big splash for the next couple of months. Even like the Fire Duelist pack doesn't bring a lot of change to this. But once again, it's about keeping our expectations real. I do want to see people... I know these decks can still top. What I'm saying is, if you're expecting these to completely over-dominate the format, no. But a new deck joining the dinner table of, 7 other decks here out of an event is good. As long as there's no tipping variance in, the way that we saw Kashtira previously, I think that we can actually have a pretty decent go-to format here. But if you're like, oh, no, my deck is the best deck in the room, watch. And I never read a comment from you again. You just rode off into the sunset. You know how many people do that? Oh, wait, Robbie, you didn't talk about Rescue Ace. Do you have any thoughts on that? To be determined. Once again, I've mentioned it's a good mid-range control deck, but if your opponent can outgrind you, you're probably going to win. And it's kind of the unfortunate side of things. I think the deck is pretty good. We'll have to wait and see how things are going to hold, but those are honestly my thoughts. One Harpy's Feather Duster tears that deck apart, though, but decks that can typically handle multiple outs, I think... Honestly, if the deck gets a good matchup, say against Kashtira, and it can grind through their field, it shouldn't have much of a problem, but you still got to go first, right? Just win the dice roll. It's been the biggest thing as of late. Just win the dice roll. Come on. Roll 6. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you rolled a 1. I'll go first. Runic Fountain. Oh, scooping now. Come on, just get good, 5-head. That's the experience. But yeah, keep your expectations real right now. If you're expecting something crazy to happen, nah. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.